So here we are at the end of the driveway, looking out into the bush, and just down that little valley there is the Avon River, which can be quite rushing in the winter time, but this time of year it's just a pleasant flow. We've got access to it about 100 metres down the road there, and we can walk down the pathway to the river, but it can flow very, very fast, so we're not going to be canoeing on it very often. And this is the country lane we live in. This is us, Toodyay Break Free, is Trish's new business, and this is our new driveway. Just to the left here is my start of a veggie plot that's a bit of a failure, because I should have started in July, but we didn't get here till the end of September. So the only things that have really worked are potatoes, corn and runner beans. And the water you see there is coming from this bore here, so it's beautiful fresh drinking water from our own spring. Really nice. So the rest of the front here to the trees up there, I would like to gradually get turned over. I bought a rotavator so we can rotivate all that in the winter time and start getting crops in there. And we've got a little front garden there with some nice flowering bushes. So walk on up the driveway, you can see the start of what used to be an old vineyard here about 100 years ago. So we've got vines running along the length of the driveway, as you can see, and that's all irrigated as well from that bore. So when I turn that on, all the water runs up here and waters all the grapevines. Got a little orchard here with we've got plums and mulberries, kumquats, limes, lemons, oranges. Yeah, it's a nice selection of citrus. So walking up this driveway a few times a day gives me plenty of exercise. It's about 146 metres long. So flies, carruthers. So this is going to be the visitors parking spot when we put in a set of stairs from the front door up there. We put in a nice set of wooden steps down, and then visitors can park here and not go to the back of the house like they have to now. That's a 100,000 litre water tank that was full to the brim after the rains in the winter, but we used 20,000 litres last week to fill the swimming pool. So it's gone down a bit. We'll walk to the top and then work our way down. Have a look at the old derelict house at the top. So as you can see, we've got a nice wide driveway all to the other end of the block with another set of gates and another road up there. It's not a tarmac road. You can see all the grapes growing there. So all this here is the next big job. We've got a lot of trees chopped down all over the block. So we've got to pile up all the logs, collect all the sticks for kindling, and then all the little bits and pieces we've got a mulching machine that we're going to mulch up and use for keeping the weeds down on the rockeries and so on. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. So, this is the other end of where we live, with a funny little road that goes down. There's a proper road to about here, and then it sort of ends. So this is the top of the block, and the original old house that was pretty much self-sufficient. Had solar hot water, had its own tank water. There's some of the trees that Tricia stacked up the logs from. Here's something then, don't know what it was. So the next couple of blocks aren't lived in at all, so it's pretty quiet at that end. And you can see down there all the trees that we've got to clear and cut the logs ready for the wood burner in the winter time. Let's have a little wander in and look at the old rundown building. Oop. So I've got good plans for this if it works out. These two bits here are sheds, but this one particular shed here is actually very good, and the other one's more of a shed lean-to. Beautiful bougainvillea bush, but this shed here is in very good condition, so I might move that to somewhere else on the block. Let's have a look inside, check for snakes before we go in. Are there any snakes in here? No. So here we are in the potential Airbnb. So beautiful views across the Avon Valley from here, and we'd put there's a rockery down there all along the front. I'd put a deck over that, bit of a covered veranda. These are indoors down there, look. There's an outside barbecue area there. This would be a little lounge room. This I think would be a bedroom. Nice set of curtains there. Kitchen, sizable kitchen. Used to have a pot-belly stove in the corner there, I think, so might get another one of them. And then in here, if you can see in the dark, perfect for a lovely big bathroom. So I think we can do something with this, and make it a really nice living space. So that's the project for next year. Somewhere to send her indoors when she won't behave herself. Okay, let's work our way along. So when they did the driveway, all the scrapings and everything they've laid here and flattened down, which will probably make a nice little garden there. Alright, let's work our way down from here. There's lots of quite nice little hidden bushes that have been overtaken by grass and stuff that we'll gradually clean up. And some beautiful trees. This is a climbing bush that has lovely flowers in the springtime. So we're going to have a look at the chooks, see how they're getting on. Chook, 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 chook. Chook, chook, chook. How you going, chooks? How we doing? Walk. Walk. You got plenty of water? Am I going to have to get you some fresh water in a minute? They will do. Any eggs today? Shall we have a look, see if there's any eggs today? Work, 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 work. Oh, hello chooks. How are you? Work, work, work. So these are rescued chooks that had quite a few feathers missing when we first got them, but they're coming along nicely now, growing all their feathers back, so they must be much happier. Now normally if there's any eggs, they're in here. Can't see any eggs today. No. No eggs today, chooks? No? Oh no, there's loads of fresh water there. Yeah. Alright, you be good chooks. See you tomorrow. There we are. So they've got a nice space to roam around in there, completely covered in. We have to be very wary of foxes around here. So we have to keep the chooks in their run. So down there we have a garage, sort of a lean-to on the side of Trish's studio. And the red car there we're trying to sell at the moment. And my ride-on mower, one nice John Deere. That has the battery plugged into trickle charge all the time, so we know it's always going to start properly. And then the old Lexus, good workhorse for this type of place. So we'll wander around, have a look at the lovely new car park that we had built as part of the drive. That's Bubba the cat. I don't know if you can see Bubba the cat there. So we've got the big sliding doors, the entrance to the studio with a cafe blind, so we can have the doors open but flies don't come in or anything. And this is the entrance to Trish's domain. So she wanted to keep it a bit rustic, so we panelled the walls but left some of the structure of it on view. Just had a nice air conditioning unit put in just over a week ago, which was absolutely essential. As it turned out, we was probably getting the 50 degrees in here before that went in. So that's the class area set up for tomorrow for the ladies, 10 o'clock in the morning. And this side of it is Trish's office area and a little, what we call the coffee shop. So when they've finished the session, they can all have a cup of tea or coffee, and Trish lays on some fruit and biscuits and things, shows off her medals. That was the last thing that she did a month or so ago, Cape to Cape. How far was that? 138 kilometres. Goodness gracious me. And we've also got in here a nice toilet and shower if anybody needs it. So that's really useful. So there we are, that's where Trish has to go to work, which isn't very far. A few metres up the driveway. Didn't bring the key. Come on, Bubba, up you go.
Bubba, this way.
Come on. Okay, so this is the back of the house with the pool, which is very nice at the end of a hot day. We've had a few of those recently. Mind you, the water has now got to about 36 degrees, so it's like getting into a bath. Back down the driveway. And we've just got a little side bit here where you can reverse the car in and unload your shopping and stuff before putting it under cover. Oh, look at that, the irrigation's come out. Needs the end of the hose on it, here. And yeah, just clip it on under the fence. Under the fence. Yeah, it'll just clip on. So this is the veranda, the back veranda, now in shade. Nice place to sit and have a beer. And also down the side. This is a lovely place to be in the afternoons, the evenings. Get a beautiful breeze coming in. Nice place to sit. We've got all the street lights working now, so all the bulbs are good. And they match all the ones on the side of the house. Got all them working. It's lovely to be able to walk around the whole house on the veranda. So this is going to be the proper entrance. That's locked at the moment, so we'll have a nice set of steps coming down from here. We're going to be planting some more fruit trees around the water tank there so that it's not so ugly. So when you come and visit, you'll park down there and come up the steps to the entrance there. That's our bedroom in there. You can see all the windows open with chains. So you wind them in and out. This is the utility back veranda. It's got some bits and pieces on it, washing line. We've got a washer dryer, but we never use it. This is the big unit that runs the air conditioning for the house. And then back round to the back veranda where we're growing some herbs. That's the wisteria. There indoors is saying. Have a look at the wisteria, which is coming on nicely. So tomatoes and herbs and hundreds of avocados waiting to grow. A friend gave Trish 2 fig trees that they managed to grow themselves. And some sage and flowers and stuff like that. Christmas tree waiting to go indoors. That's our gas supply, so we don't get any water or gas supplied here. So we get our gas in those big tanks. We have got solar panels on the roof. So into the kitchen. So quite a long, largest kitchen. Nice big cooker. Beautiful stone bench tops and this rustic stone sink. Plenty of room for stuff in the cabinets. 2 fridges, great big larder, a few boxes of wine there. Lots of stuff like wine you have to get delivered because it's a 2-hour drive to the good wine shop. Hello. This is the lounge room. This is her indoors reading a book. So we ordered new furniture for the old house that we really didn't use at all. It arrived at the time that we were moving out. And this furniture that we bought, when we bought it, we never knew we were going to be living here, but it fits in quite nicely. And that's the view from the lounge. Sometimes you sit and look out there and just watch the things going on, the birds and so on. Lovely. So that's the lounge room. Back into the hallway to the guest room. So we've got a large queen size double and a king size single in the guest room, which does for when the grandchildren come with their mum and dad, and they all fit in here. This is my favourite area here, the hallway. Absolutely beautiful. And this is our internet and telephone system. It's a bit slow, but there we are. Laundry, we've got these lovely big cupboards. We've got 3 of these floor-to-ceiling cupboards, so we've got loads of space for putting things in. The laundry with a stone sink as well. Separate loo there. The biggest office in the world for me to put my stuff. Bit of a squeeze. And then this is our main bedroom with a nice overlook at the front, and walk-in wardrobe, bags of room for all of our stuff. And then finally the bathroom, with a bath that's so big you can't get out of it. We don't even bother closing the blinds in here because there's nobody to overlook us. So I was having a shave the other day and I'm sure I saw a kangaroo from the mirror going along behind me. So that's it. That's our little house. So there we are. Christmas cakes from the local bakery that have just won the best apple pie in Australia. So terrific bakery, the bread and the coffee and cakes, absolutely beautiful there. So there we are. So I'll have a nice beer, I think. So Merry Christmas to you all. Hope to see you on Zoom shortly. Bye bye.